Me the clown to do the jerk, go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, Common Clear, this that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do when it's hot.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space. No gain.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target. Third down here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 26. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run the counter now on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Prescott now on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Dak on the option left. He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previous.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Ryan on second down. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 61 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Ted McKinley in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, Ryan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking downfield for Dez. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
the red zone now. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. Touchdown, Cowboys! James Hanna, 50 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harvey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. 3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's a noon one. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Shift together here from the D-line. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. Stays on his feet. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quincy Enunwa, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain of 32 that time. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyrone Crawford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Ryan on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Third and long for Prescott. Nunez got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
A sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, it's Jackson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That is incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw. Prescott. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play action now. Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They run the counter now on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by 7.
Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better. He's got it at the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing now is Ryan. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.